Hi, my name is Maria. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner and a co-founder of Magical Medicine. And today I would like to discuss the root cause of different skin disorders according to Ayurveda, like acne, psoriasis, eczema, and why these disorders keep coming back even after treatment. So what I often see in my clinic is that patients come and they say, I have addressed my skin disorder. I've seen a dermatologist, I've been prescribed a cream, antibiotic, or a medication, and after all that treatment, the disorder has actually came back and became worse. And they normally came to me when they lost any hope and they couldn't find any help from any other practitioners. Like Ayurvedic treatment would be the last resort, but Ayurveda has a really clear explanation about the skin disorders and what they all have in common. So these treatments are not why the medications and the topical treatments are not addressing the disorder is because they are not actually treating the root cause. They are only addressing the symptoms. So what most of the people who have a skin disorder have in common is that they want to get rid of that skin disorder as soon as possible. It obviously affecting their life. In many cases, it's quite visible, and especially if it's on the face or upper part of the body, it affects how we face the world, how people perceive us, and it's quite understandable that we want to fix it ASAP. And while we want to fix it, if we just masking the symptoms, it's clear that the roots are growing underneath. It's like if you want to get rid of the weeds in your garden and you never take them out with the roots, then they will just keep growing back and becoming stronger. And that's exactly what happens with all those skin disorders. Because the root cause is not addressed, they keep coming back, and the root cause is growing inside of you, then obviously the disorder becomes even more severe. So what do we need to do, and what do we need to look at, and what does Ayurveda suggest? So in any skin disorder, the main issue is going to be the toxins. It's not possible to have a skin disorder without having any toxins in the body. So those toxins, they're going to be blocking minute channels, which are called shrotas in Ayurveda. And as these shrotas are blocked, then the delivery of nutrients is blocked there, and as a pathway is blocked, it manifests as a skin disorder. So the easiest and simplest way of addressing the skin disorder is any kind of detoxification program. Clearing the toxins out of the system will help the body rebalance and heal itself, because our body is naturally healing and balancing itself, but most of the time we are not allowing the processes to happen because we constantly add more and more foods on top of it, and that as digestion is continuously going, the body doesn't just have a chance to rebalance itself. Then another the reason why the toxins are actually accumulating in the body is poor digestion, and that's why Ayurveda always addresses, and we always come back to digestion, is because even if you're eating the most beautiful, which most of us actually don't, even if you are eating the most organic, home cooked, beautiful meals every day, if your digestion is not working properly, then the foods that you eat will turn into toxins. So addressing your digestion is another very important factor of healing the root cause of addressing the root cause and healing the skin disorder. We have to address the digestion as a whole. So obviously we need to digest the meals properly, and we need to make sure that we are eliminating the byproducts of the digestion. So if you're not eliminating at least once a day, then there is an issue because the toxins will be recirculating in the body. And that's again like one of the areas that we always address in an Ayurvedic consultation. Then after, if your body is working properly, the digestion system is working nicely, you're eliminating properly, you allow some time to detox. At least the easiest way to detox is just not eating after 6. So if you're not eating after sunset, after roughly 6 p.m., then you allow your body to heal properly, and it will heal itself in the sleep. Because if we go to bed with a full stomach, the entire capacity of our body is actually directed into digesting the meal instead of healing and rebalancing itself, which it normally does at night. Of course, such factors as stress or emotional state, they're also very, very important, and they have to be addressed, because if people who have a skin disorder, they understand what I'm talking about, because it's a vicious cycle where you see your skin disorder, it makes you angry, self-conscious, really upset, whatever it is, and that feeds into the cycle of having like self-hatred, self-consciousness, really bad moods, maybe even depression, anxiety, and that would feed back into having more of the skin disorder. Because what stress does, and that mental state, that will affect everything. It will affect how your body heals, it will affect how you digest food, it will affect your elimination. So there are a few factors. You can't just address one superficial symptom and think that you're going to be healing the skin disorder. And the more complex and more long-standing the disorder is, the more of a combination of factors we need to look at. It's not going to be just, so if it's a simple acne, then just topical treatment and a few modification of diet and lifestyle, slight tweaking around the digestion, that will be enough. But if you have a psoriasis, then it's a complete, we are addressing the same systems and addressing the same factors. Again, in psoriasis, we also will be addressing stress, we'll also be addressing diet, lifestyles, elimination, but psoriasis is a more complex and more deep disorder. So the approach is going to be deeper and the treatment will take longer. Just topical treatment is not going to be enough. And also the amount of modifications required will be more, which is quite understandable. Again, eczema, same. There are different varieties of eczema, and some of them are, it can be just a small patch of eczema where you, like more of a contact dermatitis, which sometimes is also called eczema, and other conditions would be like people have eczema from birth and they're covered from head to toe into patches. So that again will need addressing the same parameters, addressing the digestion, addressing the state of toxicity in the system, your diet, lifestyles, and levels of stress, and helping you to create a program for yourself to get your body back into balance through both the internal herbal medicines, herbs boosting your digestion or normalizing your digestion. Some practices like breathing practices to quieten the mind, and along with that there will be topical applications as well. depending on the condition. But again, I'm saying that it's interesting that the conditions are completely different, and there is a variety from just simple acne to psoriasis, but the underlying factors are basically same in all conditions. Very frequently, one of the factors is incompatible food combinations. That people with skin disorders, they're eating fish and milk. That's an incompatible food combination. And if you are suffering from a skin disorder and if you're eating those foods, definitely eliminate them. So from an Ayurvedic perspective, to treat a skin disorder successfully, you need to address it at the root. The root normally starts with your digestion. If your digestion is optimal, then the next step is looking at your elimination. You have to be eliminating the whatever you consumed, like you have to be eliminating properly and daily, because if you don't, then the toxins are circulating in the system. And the third one, if everything is working properly, then you need a detox to get rid of any toxins circulating in the system to actually clear the condition. And finally, the stress levels, as often the whatever we have, the mind always, our state of mind will always affect how our body operates. So just believing that your skin is clearing, it may sound stupid or it may sound funny, but it actually also contributes to the success of the treatment, even though it's not the only factor. Yeah, so the combination of everything along with the topical treatments, that's the Ayurvedic approach. So you can see how it's completely different from, okay, here you go, get this cream and take an antibiotic and then everything is going to be okay. It's way deeper, it's very, very personalized, and it's looking at the actual course of treatment. What happened? When did the disease start? How did it start? What are the symptoms? What are the manifestations? What are the qualities of the skin issues? Like, is it more of a like dry skin, or is it like oozing, like in eczema? It's not. If you say that you have eczema, we have to also see like what are the qualities manifesting. Is it more like red and inflamed, or is it more dry and scaly, or is it more oozing? And that's the beauty of Ayurveda, where it looks at every single case individually and helps to create a protocol for that particular person. Thank you for being with me today, and I hope this was helpful.